Dear students, today we will discuss about the bond parameter. Bond parameters. Bond parameters. This topic is very important topic because with help of this topic we will discuss about the bond energy, bond angle, etc. That's why it is very important. Bond parameters gives us idea about the basic terminology. That's why first we will discuss about the first bond parameter. We will discuss about the bond energy. Bond energy. Bond energy. It is amount of the. It is bond energy is the amount of energy which required to break bond of a molecule or compound. It is amount bond energy is amount of energy which required to break bond of a molecule or compound, or it is average energy which required to break bond of a molecule or compound. For example, if we have taken water HOH, then what happened? It provides H plus OH. Bond energy delta H is equal to 502 kilojoule per mole. To break one OH bond, amount of energy delta H is equal to 502 kilojoule per mole. Now, to break another OH bond, amount of energy delta H is equal to 427 kilojoule per mole. 427 kilojoule per mole. Hence, average bond energy is equal to average bond energy is equal to 502 plus 427 by 2, and it will be equal to 464.5 kilojoule per mole. Hence, average bond energy will be equal to 502 plus 427 by 2 is equal to 464.5 kilojoule per mole. So, this one is the about bond energy. You should always keep in mind bond energy is defined as the amount of energy which is required to break bond of a molecule or compound. Now, second is the bond length. Second bond parameter is bond length. Bond length. Bond length. Second is the bond length. It is defined as the average distance or distance between the center of nuclei of two bonded atom. It is defined as the average distance or distance between the center of nuclei of two bonded atoms. Let us consider about two atoms, atom A and atom B. Atom A and atom B. This one center. Now, if these center of the nuclei are made together, then this one is the RA and this one is the RB. RA and this one is the RB. Now, bond length is equal. These are two bonded atom, atom A and atom B. Now, bond length will be equal to the bond length R is equal to RA plus RB. RA plus RB. RA plus RB. This one is the bond length. Bond length is equal to the average distance, or it is equal to the distance between the center of nuclei of two bonded atoms. This one is the bond length. Now next bond parameter is the bond angle. Bond angle. Bond angle. Bond angle is a space between two adjacent bonds. Bond angle is equal to the distance between two neighboring bonds. For example, if BeCl2 is taken, so this one the BeCl and Cl, bond angle is 180 degree. This one is the 180, bond angle is 180 degree. Now if BF3 is taken, then what happens? BF, F, and this one is also F, 120 degree. This bond angle is 120 degree. Similarly, so this one is the bond angle. 120 degree is the bond angle. It is a space between two bonds. It is empty space between two bonds. Our angle between two bonds is known as a bond angle. Angle between two bonds is known as a bond angle. So this one is the bond angle. Similarly, if we have taken CH4, methane. So methane have a tetrahedral structure. Methane have a tetrahedral structure H, 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 and H. This bond angle is 109 degree 28 minute. 109 degree 28 minute. 109 degree 28 minute. So in CH4, bond angle is equal to 109 degree 28 minute. Now next thing is bond order. Fourth bond parameter is the bond order. Bond order, that is a BO, bond order. Bond order BO. That is also known as a BO. Bond order is defined as the number of bonds between two atoms. Bond order is equal to the number of bond between two atoms. That is known as a BU. For example, if H2 is taken, so H single bond H, here bond order is equal to 1. Now, if O2 is taken, so O double bond O, BU bond order is equal to 2. Now, if N2 is taken, so this one is N triple bond N, bond order BU is equal to 3. So this one is the bond order. Bond order is equal to the number of bonds between two atoms. That is a BU. Number of bonds between two atoms is known as a BU. That is a bond order. Number of bonds between two atoms is known as a BU. These are bond parameters. And bond parameters we have already discussed about. Bond length, first one is the bond length, second one is the bond angle, third one is the bond energy, and fourth one is the bond order. These are bond parameters. Now we will discuss about the most important thing, that is the resonance. Resonance. We will discuss about the resonance. 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 This is very important phenomena, because it requires to show mechanism of reaction. Resonance is a important phenomena which operate due to breaking of covalent bond. Shifting of bond or delocalization of pi electrons from one place to another place is known as a resonance. Shifting of bond or delocalization of pi electrons from one place to another place is known as a resonance. Shifting of bond or delocalization of pi electrons from one place to another place is known as a resonance. That is known as a resonance. Now, if we have taken different types of compounds, and if in such type of compound shifting of bond takes place, then at that place resonance is operating. For example, if benzene is taken, so in benzene we already know that 3 alternate double bonds are present, means 3 pi bonds are present. One pi bond is here, one pi bond is here, and one pi bond is here. So 3 alternate double bonds are present, means 3 pi bonds are present. Here, shifting of bond takes place from one place to another place, means ki pi bond shift from this place to this place, pi bond shift from this place to this place, and pi bond shift from this place to this place. Now what happened? Pi bond shift from this place to this place, and from this place to this place, and from this place to this place. This one is the first form and this one is the second form. Now what happened? Hybrid form means delocalization of pi electrons are able to show two canonical form, first and second. Now hybrid form is this one, in which pi bond is rotating. This one is the hybrid form. This one is the hybrid form. This structure is the hybrid form. This one is first canonical structure and this one is the second canonical structure. These are resonating structure are canonical structure. Resonating structure are canonical structure. Similarly, if O3 ozone is taken, then in this compound how shifting of bond is takes place. O double bond O, and this one is the coordinate linkage. This one is the first form, and now second form is the O coordinate linkage and double bond O. Second form. Now resonating structure is the this one O. Here rotation of bond takes place. This one is the hybrid form. Hybrid form. In this way, shifting of bond takes place from one place to another place. Shifting takes place from this place to this place, and shifting takes place from this place to this place. These are resonating structure, or these are also known as a canonical structure. Similarly, if SO3 is taken, sulfur trioxide is taken, SO3 is taken, sulfur trioxide is taken, SO3 sulfur trioxide is taken. Similarly, if sulfur trioxide is taken, then what happens? S double bond O, SO3. This one is the SO3. If sulfur trioxide is taken, so this one is the first form, and another one is the second form. One oxygen, double bond, and this one. Similarly, double bond will move sulfur, one coordinate linkage, double bond O. So these are resonating structure of sulfur trioxide. Resonating structure of sulfur trioxide. Similarly, if carbonate ion is taken, similarly, if carbonate ion is taken, if carbonate ion CO3 2 minus is taken, then what happens? Here double bond O minus, This one is the carbonate ion. Carbonate ion. If carbonate ion is taken, CO3 2 minus is taken, then what happens? Now CO minus double bond O. O minus and double bond O. Here shifting of bond takes place from this place to this place. So here resonance is operating. Now second, in third condition, C double bond O, O minus and O minus. So in this way, shifting of bond takes place from one place to another place. Here single bond, then double bond, then double bond. So this one is the resonance. Now we will discuss about the resonance energy. Resonance energy. We will discuss about the most important thing, that is a resonance energy. Resonance energy. Resonance energy is equal to actual bond energy, resonance energy is equal to actual bond energy minus bond energy of most stable canonical structure. Resonance energy is equal to actual bond energy minus bond energy of most stable canonical structure. This one is the resonance energy. Higher will be the resonance energy of compound, higher will be the stability. If value of resonance energy is high, then stability of compound is also high. In this way, if you want to calculate resonance energy, then resonance energy is equal to the actual bond energy minus bond energy of most stable canonical structure.